The waves of motherhood don't stop. The messes, the meltdowns, the mental load, it's exhausting. But dear mama, you don't have to just be tossed around by it all. In this video, I will share how creating a simple daily intention can help you to feel more grounded, steady, more like yourself, regardless of what the day throws at you. Hi, I'm Stephanie. This space is for you. This space is for encouragement, it's for support, it's to share nourishing practices that fit into your day, that nourish your heart, your spirit, your journey on motherhood and life. So let's dive in. So I often hear from mamas, I have a to-do list, I have goals, I have a plan. I'm still overwhelmed. Yes, goals are important. Goals help us to move forward. They help us to structure our day, to feel like we've accomplished something, right? They have their purpose. However, we also need an intention. Intentions support you along the journey, right? They help you to show up with your goals, right? They are rooted in your values. They help you to show how are you going to show up? How are you going to go about those goals? How are you going to be in your relationships? How are you going to honor yourself, right? That's what these intentions are for. Again, and they act as an anchor. They steady you. So your goal, for example, could be, I am going to clean house today. Right? So it's tangible, actionable, specific. There's a deadline, right? Maybe you break it down a little bit more. I'm going to vacuum, get the clothes put away, clean up the kitchen. You know, there's maybe more specific details, right, for it. But that's your goal, right? So at the end of the day, you can say, do this. The intention is how are you going to show up? I am going to move through my day with presence and patience. Right? So the waves that are going to come, we know they're going to come, right? There's going to be waves that are going to have us feeling anxious and overwhelmed, feeling unsteady, right? We know those waves are going to come. We're going to get the notifications from our children's school or from something from work. We're going to see children arguing. We're going to have a new mess created, right? Those are going to come. They're inevitable. And they can make you feel like we're just being washed around by the shore, right? One wave crashes and another wave crashes, another wave crashes. We feel like we aren't moving forward. We feel like we are overwhelmed. We're anxious, right? We're unsteady. And that's when we come back to our anchor, to our intention. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, those deep breaths, right? And we remind ourselves, I am moving through my day with patience and presence. Right? So it doesn't stop the waves from coming, but it keeps the waves from knocking us down. It keeps the waves from making us feel like we're drowning. When you don't have an anchor, you can just feel like you're just going from wave to wave, crashing around. And at the end of the day, you feel beat up, you feel exhausted. And no, the intentions don't take away it, but they help you feel grounded, steady, able to manage, to navigate the waves that come, the disruptions, the distractions. I created a one-page page you can print out front and back, a little bit on the back. And it goes through setting intentions, goals versus intentions, how it helps you to feel grounded, some examples, and a practice that you can do. Just, set up some time. This is for your benefit, right? This is for you. So you don't want to feel rushed to go through it, but also not have it feel like another chore. Sometimes taking just even a few minutes to, create this intention can just support you throughout the day, right? So 5 minutes can get you through the next almost 24 hours, right? And there's a couple ways of looking at it. So you can have one bigger intention of how it's going to navigate you, maybe through the season you're in. Maybe you want to show up with more, remind yourself that you're showing up with more presence, creating the memories that matter to you. Maybe you want to have more patience. Maybe it's a season where you're learning, it's about navigating your business as well as motherhood, and having that, honoring that journey that you're on. So again, it could just be, one larger one that you just come back to again and again and again. to feel steady, to feel stable. But also you can make this part of your morning routine. So when you wake up, maybe take a couple of deep breaths, just checking in. How am I doing today? What's going on? What truth do I need to hold on to? Because that's what these are. These are truths. These are truths that when the waves are crashing, that you can hold on to, come back to feel steady, to feel stable, to know that you are showing up from your core, from your root values, right? Maybe it's not first thing. Maybe it's when you get into your office, whether it's your office in the basement, the kitchen table, or you go to an office. Maybe it's once the kids get on the bus. Whenever it feels good for you, you set some time and check in. Maybe you journal on it. How am I feeling today? What do I need? What would help me to feel supported, right? And then as you, throughout the day, you come back to it, you breathe it in, you breathe it out. You remind yourself when you're making your coffee. You remind yourself when the baby cries. You remind yourself when that beep comes in, right? You remind it. And even, in moments of just, I've got this, right? I'm doing this. I'm showing up with peace and with patience, with presence. Okay. Allow this to, again, to feel stable, to feel steady. So often, if you practice yoga, you might hear when you're setting up, when you're centering time, right? Set your intention. Set your intention for your practice. So it isn't talking about what muscles you're going to work, what movements you're going to do, but it's how are you going to show up? I'm going to show up with compassion. I'm going to practice fully aware of my breath, fully aware of any sensations, right? So that, again, is the deeper, that connection, right? And we do it then day after day after day. It helps us, it steadies us. So again, I encourage you, print this, download this handout, spend some time checking in. I would love to support you on this. Feel free to book a call. We can hop on a call and just go over setting the intention for yourself. If you are interested in one-to-one support, we can talk about that as well, coaching, how that would look to fit into your lifestyle. I encourage you to spend some time with this. Subscribe so you get the weekly updates. So when videos are going up, I do have a meditation for Wednesday this week. So it's a grounding practice. So again, subscribe. You'll get the notification of when that is up. Feel free to share in the comments what intention you are setting so we can encourage, inspire each other. And thank you so much for making the time to watch this video. I look forward to connecting you in the next one. From my mama's heart to yours. Thank you.